Hello.
Hey,
How are you this week?
I'm very good. It's a
Perfect.
really tough week, but here I am.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, what about you?
It's been a pretty decent week overall. Not too bad. Yeah. So good, good.
Nice,
And what made
nice.
what made your week so difficult this week?
Um, uh, um, in basically my two daughters get sick this
Oh,
week,
that's the worst.
and time Sunday night.
Oh,
So we basically
we're dealing
um,
with sick kids.
um, we yeah basically we um, um, go to doctor, come back home, go to the doctor again, and come back home. So um, but today they are fine,
That's
and
good. Hopefully they're getting better.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I don't miss those days with sick kiddos.
Yeah. How old are your um sons?
I have two daughters and they're in their 20s.
Oh, they are old.
Yeah.
Um, compared to, of course, compared to my daughters.
Yeah, but you know what? No matter how old your kids are, they're like always kids.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy. They hate it. I'm like, too bad. I don't know what to tell you. You're like, you're gonna just be that for the rest of my life. And I go, and I'm the same way to my mother. I am always her little kid. You can't change it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just one.
You have no other people in your world who fill that position, right? Your friends, your
Yes, yes,
grandparents, parents, nobody
yes. No
fills that
one,
position.
no one can fill this position.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you are always um um worry about how are they doing.
Yep. For the rest of your life. I had thought,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
when they're 18, I'll be done. I'm like, no, it gets worse.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Exactly.
not it's not like changing diapers, stress, but it's more worrisome, more mental
Yeah, yeah,
than
yeah,
physical.
yeah. I'm just changing diapers yet, but my older one already go to school
Yep.
um uh, and appear some complications that came with the um, process of socialize with other childs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
Other
need to,
children.
yeah, another children. So we need to um, um, handle it. So
Exactly. Now, what did she just start kindergarten or first grade this year? Or preschool?
um, uh, I don't know how compare in English, but it's
Yeah.
just I don't know if I think the grade system changed the some since I one was on kindergarten, I think. Uh, so I'm go to school with 4 years old, but um, she was uh, um, um she she is 3 years old, but um we can uh, um we can put her on kindergarten. I think
Okay.
I don't know how they classify
Yeah. So
the grades anymore.
In the U.S. or at least like 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds would be considered preschoolers. So it's before kindergarten.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is that grade. I think.
but they're learning some of the same concepts, your numbers, your alphabets,
Yeah,
activities, stories.
yeah. Basically, it is the type of activity, and and uh, every day, every day she come back to home with a new song,
Yeah.
some some uh, some situations of her colleagues with biting her or
Oh
um,
no.
and um, and slap him some kind of. But okay, just kids.
Oh, that's too bad. Learning some of the negative things about being with little toddlers who aren't quite mature
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough age. Kind of still babies, but not
They
quite.
they they the on this age, my daughter especially, think he is she is older.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes that,
um
some
yeah,
kids
yeah,
take on a more strong and, confident, older persona,
yeah.
which is kind of good. In some ways it has its, benefits where they're not like
Yes.
afraid or scared as much.
Yeah, of course.
So what do you want to work on today? Or do you want to do an
Um,
article?
what about we choose an article?
Sounds perfect.
Okay. Um, hmm, um, um, I don't know, but what about this article?
Yeah, sounds fine. They're all fine. The language you
Oh,
use may shape your morals. All right. That's interesting.
yeah. Um, sounds sounds difficult, but I think we can. I think I can. Um,
Yeah, you can
okay.
just start with the vocabulary whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Morals, standards of behaviors or ideas about what is right or and wrong. I don't see how anyone can vote for a man with such questionable morals. Morals.
Moral.
Um, moral. Okay.
Mhm.
Dilemma. A situation. A situation in which a choice needs to be made between two or more undesirable options. Many students face the dilemma of whether whether to study s- whether to study something they lose love or something that pays well. Um,
And then the word is
okay,
pronounced dilemma. Dilemma.
dilemma,
Yeah,
dilemma. Okay,
there you go.
um, dilemma.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
another word for situation. So someone could say the same word. Many students face the situation of whether to study something they love or something that pays well. So you're substituting the word situation with dilemma.
Okay. It's a common word in English, dilemma, or just the choose of.
Situation is probably more used more often,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's
Uh,
good to know, more vocabulary words though. So when you do hear it, if someone does say it, then you understand, okay, they're just meaning situation.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is basically is a cognate with Portuguese, I think. Um. Yeah. Emotional. Causing or characterized by strong feelings. Seeing my daughter graduate was such an emotional moment for me. Logical, characterized or able to use clear and fact-based reasoning. I think the most logical solution would be to try and renegotiate the contract.
Renegotiate.
Renegotiate.
There
Okay.
you go.
Justice, fair behavior or treatment that administration or maintenance of fair behavior or treatment. Um, treatment. Um, by the time she was 16, Greta Thunberg um, had become a prominent voice for climate justice. Um, at stake, at stake, at risk. Before the game, our coach reminded us that the championship title was at stake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it literally is like just at risk. Means exactly that.
Okay. Okay.
And something's at
Um,
risk, it's at stake.
okay. Sometimes it's hard to say what we really mean when speaking all in a different language. We might not know the exact words or thoughts may not come out right. But did you know that speaking in a different language may actually change the way you think? In fact, it can even affect how we judge what is right and wrong. Research shows that in the first language, people may make deontological choices, following universal rules, duties, or morals, no matter what the result is. But when make a choice in a second language, which is often learned in the school or formal settings, people tend to make more utilitarian choices. These are choices that lead to the best results for the greatest numbers of people, even if that means breaking a rule. One study um, tested this by asking over 200 Spanish speakers to solve the famous footbridge dilemma. Um, it in the dilemma, a train is about to kill five people, but it can be stopped if one man is if one man is pushed off a bridge. Should they push the man or not? When Spanish speakers answered in their first language, most said they would not push the man. Their answers were emotional, with reasons like "I can't kill a person" or "it would make me a murderer." They also worried more about breaking the law and reported stronger, stronger feeling of guilty. But among those who answered in English, their second language, many gave the opposite response. many gave the opposite response. Their arguments were more logical, such as it's not acceptable to allow many people to die. These reasons, this response also used far fewer emotional words than those in the first language. The researchers said these findings matters because in today's world, many people must make important decisions in the second language, from employees, um, decisions in the second language, from employees in international companies to non-native speakers in courts where fairness and justice are not at stake.
Where
Are not as
fairness are at its stake.
are at the stake.
Yeah, fairness and justice are at stake.
Um, find the matter because in today's world, many people must make important decisions in the second language, from employees in inter. Okay, from employees in international companies to non-native speakers in courts, where fairness and justice are at stake.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So number one.
What are your thoughts on the studies findings? Um, um, I think uh, um, um, I think that this study makes sense because in my opinion, I think it is difficult to express um, um, clearly thoughts on a second language. Of course, if you are a long time speaker of a language, you can express yourself better than a beginner, for example. So I think I think it is makes sense that people takes utilitarian choices on a second language makes definitely makes sense to
Okay.
me.
Number two.
Um, how would you answer the footbridge dilemma? Dilemma. Um, I tend to answer these questions. Um, 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 Let me check it if um this dilemma again. I think I don't remember. Um, um, okay. Even in Portuguese, I think I think the utilitarian way, for example, to kill just one person, or because um, it is a difficult difficult question. Difficult difficult to explain in Portuguese, and even in difficult to explain in Portuguese why I take this decision, this option, and even more in English. But I think um, uh, kill just one person sounds better to uh, to kill. And I don't know if the of kill is the right uh, word here. I think um, one person died is better than a lot of persons uh, die, I think.
Okay. So what would you do in this situation? Would you push one man off the bridge to save 5 people, or would you refuse to push a person off a bridge?
um, I push a man off, I think.
You push the man off the bridge.
Yeah.
I probably would
Um,
not push the person off the bridge. I'd probably be like, fate is
yeah.
fate.
Yeah, I watched a video. I don't remember several years ago. I just a kid facing this dilemma with toys.
Yeah.
Basically, there's of course a train and some toys here and just one here, and they just pick up this uh, the Alan Toy enjoyed with the others take the train um um uh, um um pass with all the toys together.
Okay.
So I don't know if I explained correct, but it was very funny
Yeah, just to
how
see
the
how they
how
would make this, how they would make a decision.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find it surprising that speaking another language can affect our morals? Um, in certain point, yes. But um, but I think in some point, uh, um, I think in some point, if you are facing some stressful situation, you can and and um, in another language, a language that you can um, uh, you are not familiar thinking on this language is a foreign language. Um, you can like I said previously, you tend to get the you follow the utilitarian way, but and it definitely it is but if you have strong morals and even in another language you can choice the utilitarian way, I think.
Yeah.
So definitely surprising um, because um, people with strong morals tend to choose the same thing even on different languages.
Yeah, that's what
Um,
I would think. Because I don't think that my morals are going to be changed based on my language, because that's not, the morals aren't, originated based on a language. It's more on a,
Y- yeah, yeah. Because of I said on a stress situation,
yeah,
people can think right and can take time to to think on things. So it's difficult, I think.
yeah.
Do you ever find it hard to express your thoughts in a second language? Um,
Well, you're doing it now.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very difficult to express your thoughts clearly in a second language. Um, um, but I like to discuss this type of article because you push yourself beyond your limits, so you can um, think about moral things
Yeah.
like that on a second language. Some moral dilemmas, some moral situations that you even face on your own language.
Yeah.
So it is interesting, and as long as you practice, you getting better on on this practice. So
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
yeah. Do you feel that your personality is different in your second language? Um,
That's a good question.
yes, very good question. Um, 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 a lot of things change when you're talking on a different language. For example, thinking on my answer in Portuguese, I in English I say but when I think in answer in Portuguese, use it is a lot of things change. So I
Okay.
think my personal, of course, my personality changed. I think
Yeah.
it changed,
Yeah, I
but
think maybe your accent influences the perception of a person's personality, but you're not like a different person where your
yeah,
personality is different. Maybe so I can see the question, maybe does your mannerisms change? Does your intonations change? I would say yeah, because
yeah.
language.
But the root of your thoughts, your moral is there, I think. So you can take it off, I think.
Yeah, the same like if you're an introvert or a extrovert, you're not going to necessarily change that inner person just because you're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
Now, maybe some aspects of that culture might bring out some extrovertedness. It might cause someone to be more introverted and withdrawn if the culture themselves is just like, oh, there's not a lot of energy and excitement or interest in the culture, but they still like the language.
Yeah.
You can see more introverted,
Yeah.
quiet,
I
withdrawn.
agree. I
But yeah,
agree.
so in your Portuguese language, your native language, are you a loud talker, a lot of energy, or are you quiet talker and calm?
Yeah, but I think, like I said, if you are getting better on speaking English, I think you can change the way you face um the um, interactions situation. So, um, for example, when I just subscribed to Cambly to find out if I've if I'm if to find out if I know English and test my English, I think, and um, I'm good at speaking in public of in Portuguese,
Okay.
but of course, if I for, if I face the first time to speak in public in English, I definitely go to have problem. I think.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
everyone initially is a little quieter and hesitant. We're afraid of making mistakes, so we're not just jumping in our native, outgoing, because we're like, ah, I don't care if I make mistakes in my native language. I know my
yeah,
native language. Who cares? But
yeah,
when you are trying to speak a new language, you're trying so hard to make everything sound perfect. So, yeah. And
yeah.
then, so I guess then if you're learning a new language, you might evolve, like personality might change over time as you become more fluent. Not so much you are really changing, but who you are is easier to come out and express themselves.
Yeah. And the platforms like Cambly help you a lot to improve your speaking skills. So it is awesome.
Yeah, I've had students where they're really quiet for the first couple of months, and then as time goes, they become more talkative and more funny, telling jokes with their. So that's kind of fun
Yeah,
for a long time.